Hello, God. Hello, guys, and hello, viewers. Welcome to Super Sunday. I got to send out the links. I'm running a little late thanks to our grocery store that really dropped the ball today on their customer service. Okay. So, send the link here. And we'll get the show on the road. Okay. Two more links to share. One more link to share. And then it's on. Okay. Hello, pre-gamer.
What is going on, Ronald Terrio?
Hello, thanks for watching Herbie over there in India.
Are we live? Are we live?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Beverage Ramble's coming into the group.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Fine. I would have been on time for Aldi holding me up.
Damn Aldi's.
Did they open late or something?
No, they weren't. They weren't prepared. They were not prepared to check people out. That was their problem.
Isn't Aldi a self-checkout?
Not if you're buying stout.
Oh.
So I had to wait. All right. So in the banners, I'm going to show you.
You know, I could give you some words of wisdom that somebody gave me early in the week.
What?
It's not like you didn't know today was going to happen. I give you ample time to prepare for this. It's not my fault you go to a store and they don't have it. You got to go to 2 stores, 3 stores.
That's right. But in this case, that's right. And I stand by that. But in this case, it was their fault because they opened their store and were not prepared to be open. If you're going to open at 9, which is too late anyway, you shouldn't be opening at 9.
I agree.
At least be prepared. You know, if they fail in Louisiana, they need to blame themselves. Louisiana people go shopping at 6 in the morning. They don't go shopping all in midday and all of this. So this is what I have today. I've got Santan Brewing Juicy Jack.
I saw the video of it.
Oh, thank you. This is sent to me by Mo. It's from Chandler, Arizona. They're showing some kind of space guy with a glass. This is the canned version. I don't get. He couldn't send bottles. You know, I mean, he could have, but it's kind of risky sending bottles through the mail. And secondly, it was in a variety pack, and variety packs tend to be canned, although they do have bottle variety packs as well. All right. It's a juicy, hazy IPA, everyone's favorite.
I am doing Heineken.
Oh.
Needs no introduction. Heineken coming in at 5.0% alcohol. It says imported on the back. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yes.
Okay, this is made in Holland. And it says serve at 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, hold on, y'all.
It probably is in that range coming out of my refrigerator. So I got what I think was a deal on this. I was visiting my daughter in Hammond yesterday, and stopped at the little grocery store in Robert, Louisiana, and I got a 4-pack of this for $5.99.
That's about right these days.
You know, on contrary, 6-pack of bottles cost you $9.99. So this is a better deal.
You got the can. How many? 6-pack can, 12-ounce cans for how much again, Dave?
16-ounce 4-pack.
Okay.
$5.99.
I thought they do 6-packs down there. 16-ounce.
Just what I found.
I haven't seen 6-packs that are pints.
This is coming in, as you can see, clear. like a good beer should be. That is it. Carry on.
All right. Okay, hold on. Let me type something in here.
Ooh, Sean's got something that's like my beer too.
Yes, it is. A favorite of all of us. Ours.
Agreed.
So my beloved Sabrina watching. Hello, baby. How are you?
There's the Beverage Rambles link. There's the Beverage Ramble looking at a phone.
Yes. I have the infamous Ice House. 5.5% made its debut in 1994 from Miller Brewing Company, not Plank Road, people, but Miller.
93.
Oh, excuse me. 93 then.
Come from Plank Road. That's false advertising. They can't false advertise.
I know. I said
it's
Miller.
Plank Road.
I said Miller Brewing Company, not Plank Road, Miller. So I guess now Ice House came out in 94, 95. So what's the? I mean, not Ice House. I mean Bud Ice.
94.
Okay, because all right. Well, anyway, of all the ice beers, I think we all agree that these two, Ice House and Bud Ice, are probably the two more commercially successful ones during that period. The ice beer
this one's good.
competition. So, but yeah, that's what I have today. 5.5%. Just ate some mushrooms, some stuffed mushrooms, some cheese. I got more.
That sounds good, mushroom and cheese. Okay, so here is Santan. It's kind of yellow, orange yellow, depending on how the light's hitting it. I don't think it's been on the market real long. I mean, the company's been around since 2007, I think, but they keep adding new beers. You know how that goes. Okay, so I'll show you a screen share for a minute on this. I did a solo review and then we did a duo.
I watched the solo and the duo. They were very entertaining. The banter as always.
Yeah. I think people believe that's sort of like an act, like we write it out like, oh, we're going to argue about this part later. And I was like, no, that's really how it works out. Okay. They're showing some fruits and it's 37 bitterness units, 6.5% alcohol. Showcases mosaic and cashmere hops, which explode with aromas of peach, guava, and tangerine, fruity and juicy. A generous amount of oats are added to give Juicy Jack a rich, full-body flavor. So, you know, these IPAs lately been adding oats or wheat and or sometimes both, which doesn't bother some people, but it irritates other people to the max. Now, this is an independent craft brewery. My best by date on the can is, well, they don't have a best by date. They got a born on date, February 20th. So get a little age on it. It's 2-row barley malt, Munich 20, golden naked oats, flaked oats, and wheat. Oh, they do have wheat.
But they all love to sneak the wheat in there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, cashmere mosaic hops.
That dirty, no good, rotten grain that does nothing but cause health effects to people in a negative fashion. Shame on them.
Okay. 12-ounce can on draft, and you can get kegs, but no bottles. Okay, no bottles year round. There's some other beers they make. Doesn't matter because we don't get them in Louisiana, so it's no.
Now, this was sent to you by somebody, right?
Well,
By Mo.
okay.
Mo Ajahi.
Well,
otherwise, I would have never had the chance to try it unless I would have bought it on a road trip through Arizona, which I'm not planning to go anytime soon. So the aroma, yeah, light bread, or we say white bread, but up north they say light bread. Apparently, I don't know if you heard that in New Jersey. If they said light bread, maybe they say that in New England, light bread.
well, Jean's complexion would be considered to be bright.
Yeah, but Jean, but do they call it light bread or white bread in New Jersey?
They call it white bread. I mean, it depends what it is. Depends. White bread, light bread, you know, whatever.
I just never heard
brown
that.
bread, wheat bread, honey wheat, all that nonsense.
All right, so it's got a multi-grain flavor.
Man, I'm losing the APV today.
barley, oats, wheat. It's all there. It's like a multi-grain bar. It's got the hoppiness, the juiciness. Not
Oats
too
and
much.
wheat?
What? Not too much bitterness, because the bitterness unit is only 37, but they're lower on these hazy and even lower on the New England style, I believe. Sweetness, 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitterness, probably 3 out of 5 hop cones. So it's balanced, I guess you'd say, between maltiness and bitterness. If you notice, really not that hazy. Sort of clear. So they ought to call it, look, you could see through it. They ought to call it a barely hazy IPA or juicy, not really hazy IPA. Finishes dry. 6.5, not a session beer unless your name is Jean. I think it's very mild. I think this would be a good IPA for somebody that's not used to them. You might want to start them out with all day, Founders all day. But it's mild. Some people might call that bland. A lot of beers these days are bland. That's the new normal with beer.
Especially that low-cal I did a week ago. That was as bland as it gets. That low-cal, whatever it was, from Yazoo. I was like,
But it's like the new normal for beer. Yeah. For beer of any style these days seem like, let's just make it bland. And then people are like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Who wants taste? That's so old fashioned. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. It's well made. Now, pre-gamer got bounced off the internet because
back on.
I know what's going on, man. I guess I just need to go get a new router, man. I was sitting there. I'm going. I've had difficulties with this for the last 2 weeks, having a boot, reboot. I don't know what's happening with it.
You can get them pretty cheap. You can get them pretty cheap at
Yeah, it's just an extender. I'm borrowing internet.
Go to Walmart Electronics and get the router pretty cheap. All right.
Just order a new one from Amazon.
I don't even have to go
to the store. It's delivered to the porch.
Order from Walmart. You don't have to have a membership.
I don't know what I missed. I guess it was rhetoric about the cloudy IPAs or something, right?
We were talking bad about you. No, it was about how this one wasn't very cloudy. It's just pretty clear. It says hazy, but there's not much haze to it. And secondly, I said most beer these days seems very bland. I think that's the new normal. The new normal is to make bland beer. Okay, there's Heineken.
And get up and sell it at a big old expensive price too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can think of a couple of companies that are doing that. They sell it and it just tastes like
goose.
That's it. There's no flavor to it. It's dead. And they advertise through these chat groups on FB about how great it is. And then you're like, oh, it must be great because you drink beer all the time. And you go get it. It's like, what is this shit? I mean, what is this stuff?
Right.
It's really a disappointment. It's like it's in some cases like you're drinking cream wheat, oatmeal, wheat. I don't get it. Anyway, so that's what's pushing me back to the old original good beers, such as this one. You see a green can with a red star on it, you know what it is. You know what you're going to get out of this green can and a red star. That's just the way it is. So I'm on their website right now, and it says for over 150 years, a ceaseless commitment to premium taste and quality have made Heineken the most iconic beer brand in the world. I got to agree there. When you see the red star and green bottle, you know how every ice cold crisp sip will deliver a richly satisfying flavor with subtle fruity notes, a traditional taste that has lived for over a century and a half, thanks to the simplicity and quality of the ingredients and a meticulous attention to the brewing process. Hello, all you craft beer makers out there. Go to this website, copy this down, make it your motto. Understand this. This is rocking at 142 calories, 0 fat, no saturated fat, 11 grams of carbohydrates, 0 from sugar, 2 grams of proteins, and an itty bitty amount of salt. And this is a fantastic beer. You can't beat this with a stick. As they say on their website, you see Heineken,
if you go
real good, no zero beer.
Dave, if you read the book about some of the presidents, all the presidents who love, have a cocktail or whatever, wine, beer, or whatever, hard liquor. This was that was part of the first beer that, because that was sort of new on the scene in 1963, and Kennedy made it popular. He loved Heineken, or
Really?
JFK. That was one of his personal favorite beers. The style and everything like that. So if you read the book,
I always pick up Heineken, but I kind of got on a kick like 2 weeks ago. I was in the grocery store. I'm just looking for a 6-pack to get. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm going to spend $10. So I'm looking at all the regular stuff. I'm going from 16-ounce to bottles. And then I see little old green label Heineken just sitting there. And I went to go grab the 6-pack of bottles. And you know what steered me away from it? Was the 12-pack was $14.99. I was like, oh, man. So instead of paying $1 a bottle, I paid 75 cents a bottle by getting quantity and had it left over. And I was just like, man, this is good stuff. I haven't tasted this in a while. Yeah. So it's a popular. My dad, that was still my dad. Well, he's kind of slowed down a little bit. He'll have mostly he drinks his Prestige, but that was the beer for any get-togethers we would have was always Heineken. We just loved it. The 12-pack or the big 24, and good stuff.
Get-togethers, have fun, and we just enjoy ourselves, have a good time.
I haven't always preferred Heineken, but for a difference. So I wouldn't get used to drinking the Miller Coors. Budweiser brands, all those Bushes and all that stuff. When Jay and I were coming up, that's all we had was regular beer. We had Dixie, we had Falstaff. I remember seeing all kinds of stuff. Old Milwaukee, Schlitz, all that was all over the place. And Heineken was one of those anomalies because it had a different taste to it.
Right.
It came in a green bottle. We were like, oh, green bottle is that like 7-Up? 7-Up used to come in a green bottle. So well, let's check it out, and it always had that European grassy hop note to
yes.
it. And which is really good. Now, I did find that it's kind of subdued. The grassy hop has been kind of subdued a little bit. I don't know if they're reformulating, trying to make the product better or maybe a little milder. I do know that they've made some mild versions of this beer. The last decade they've come across with the Heineken, the Heineken Zero, and in my opinion, that's one of the top non-alcoholic beers. If you just want to have a non-alcoholic beer, you just want to chill out with the boys, hang out, you don't have to worry about anything. You're not looking to get your butts on or whatever.
Yeah, the promotion for that.
Do that. And nobody's the wiser. The labels are almost the same. The Heineken Light, I have not tried it. I believe it's called Heineken Silver. I have not tried that one.
It's pretty
good. The light is a lot better than the silver. I'd rather drink the light than the silver. The silver is
there are two versions of the
very
light.
bland. Very
bland. The silver is like an ultra light.
See, to me, this is like a light beer. So,
and one thing also, the promotion, David, for the Zero as well as the light has been very effective. Like for example, I'm watching the Euro soccer, a little bit of it, and even the Copa, they promote Heineken. Even the UEFA, they were promoting Heineken Zero, Heineken Light. Very little of the original Heineken. Champions League final. So
look at that bottle. That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen them. I've seen the short.
And you know what?
Coming in short neck bottles.
And you know what? It was very weird. And
yeah, that is a stubby.
Yeah, it was very weird, guys. When because all of us grew up seeing Heineken in that green bottle, and then to see it in the can for the first time, it was like, whoa, just like with Corona, seeing it in the can, for the first time, like wow, because because Heineken's such an iconic beer, as is Corona, and to see it in cans instead of bottles, but obviously business decisions making it to say, hey, we gotta glass is expensive, so let's go can, and also
it's also this decision. If you really think about this, if you want to take a beer on the go, there's a lot of places, especially in Louisiana, with all these festivals we have.
Right.
The ones that do allow you to bring product in and just sit around, they're not going to allow you to bring a bottle in. You cannot bring a bottle on a parade route.
Right.
That can be busted up and used as a weapon. It's a safer package,
Just like box wine. Bring a box wine to a park, to a picnic and a festival, and have a good time.
Right. So, there's vessels for everything. The can is in the case of a beer, I find the can to be a better option because it prevents it from the sunlight damaging the product.
The skunkiness, right.
Damaging the taste, keeps the skunkiness away that we've all tasted some of these older beers that came in bottles.
Yeah.
Not just this one, but Budweiser's, it's that fine line between alcohol, what happens to it, what happens to the product, the beer, how it's stored, it could be stored in cold and then hot, We had that problem with Coors Banquet being delivered, and their motto was it's ice cold. They put it in these chilled trucks, these chilled delivery trucks. They bring it in, deliver it. Who knows what the retailer does? You get it, it doesn't taste right. So, it's a lot to go on. Not only with I think the care that a beer or a brewery company would go into doing the research of what's best for their product, but also how it's handled after the fact.
Yeah.
So.
And Jay, the pictures you're showing right now, remember during the NBA on NBC, there was a collaboration during the local commercials when I was in Jersey of Heineken and Amstel Light, doing advertising together at that time.
Look at all those. Look at, I got a Texas beer.
So,
Jay,
quick question.
Yes.
We know Coors Light was released in '78. Now that was national. Now Coors Banquet had been around, but the East Coast got Coors Banquet around 1989 or 90, right? Because it was mostly out west, right?
Thanks to Smokey and the Bandit movie, it was bootlegged in our area after that movie release, and then I'm not for sure what to do. Jay, do you know?
Coors Banquet was finally sold in every state in 1991. Indiana was the last state to get it.
East of the Mississippi. Right.
Yeah. 1981. It was not sold anywhere east of the Mississippi until 81. And then the last state to get Coors Banquet or Coors Light was Indiana. It was not sold in Indiana until 1991, which is only 33 years ago.
It's crazy, But Coors Light was everywhere except in 1978. Boom. Coors Light everywhere.
If you lived in New Orleans, you could get Coors in Algiers or Gretna, but you could not get Coors in New Orleans, the East Bank, because it was two sides of the river.
Yeah.
Just like
in New Orleans. In the 70, I remember the commercials, the Silver Bullet, Spud McKenzie. No, was it Spud McKenzie?
There's two sides in the east. Yeah, Spud McKenzie was Budweiser. East side of Mississippi River is radio stations start with W. On the West Bank, they start with K. Anyway, now Jean's going to...
KWR, KW. The mighty WWL. The mighty WWL. The
anything east of the Mississippi, yeah. Anything east of the Mississippi starts with W. West is K.
KMOX, the home of the Cardinals, of course. And WBBM in Chicago as well.
Right, but in East St. Louis, all the radio stations are W.
Right. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the infamous Ice House again, released in 1993, and this is their Ice House beer, Miller Brewing Company. Not much on the website. It says I got both websites. Ice House is ice brew, delivering a bold, never watered down taste, medium body, and smooth finish. And you go to the website itself, says the same thing. Ice brewed for a bolder, never watered down taste you can enjoy in every sip. 5.5%, as is Bud Ice. Of course, debate. As I started, of course, there was ice beers began. Labette said they were had the patent of it, so they say they claim they were the first Labatt Ice, and then Molson said no, we were the first, with their beer. I think both of those came out in 92, 93, about the same time. And also Genesee Ice also, I believe, was out at that time. And
Does Genesee Ice taste any different than Genesee itself?
Yes.
Yeah.
In what ways?
Well, it's got that twangy ice beer flavor.
Yeah.
I have to say, when I got my hands on that beer, I didn't care for it. I thought it was a real cheap made beer.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah,
I didn't have to speak on that. I'm only speaking on the base beer.
Yeah, it's
the base Genesee. Yeah, well,
that Genesee Ice and Old Milwaukee Ice were considered like sort of still viewed as the stepchild of the ice beers. Genesee was in. I remember when they arrived in Mobile when I was living down there. It was 5.5. I haven't had it when I was in Jersey, and we got Genesee beers, mostly the cream ale and the lager. But the Genesee Ice was not really wasn't that good. And when I had it, tried it, it was inexpensive. Obviously, it was for whatever the price I was getting it for a 15-pack.
I try that beer. I think it's from the Northeast called Rheinholst or something like that.
Rheingold.
Rheingold. Yeah.
That's a New York beer. Yeah, New York City beer, very popular. And I never tried. I tried Rheingold one time.
It's like a rice beer.
I didn't really particularly like it. I thought it was So
yeah, I got it. I got it cheap here. There was this Elios's Wine Warehouse in New Orleans here at Tulane University. They were selling it, and they had like a whole pallet of it. And I don't know where they got it from, but they were just like, "Yeah, we're gonna sell this stuff." It was like $2.50 a 6-pack. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll try it." I drank one beer, and I think I gave the rest of it away. It was just not my jam, man.
Now, one thing, Jean, do you notice on the side of the can it says ale?
Yes, I do. I noticed that. Let me go find it right here.
It does not taste like an ale.
But it's saying it's an ale on the can.
Sorry for the lighting, guys.
So what kind of style would you say it is?
It's just an ice brewed ale. So it's using ale yeast as bottom fermented, and they probably don't have to age it that long.
Here it is, right here. There it is, says ale right there.
Yep, ale.
So, but as of course you have the others, Natural Ice, Bush Ice. As I mentioned, the two-step child, Genesee Ice and Old Milwaukee Ice. Good luck finding that. Keystone Ice, which is
I
wish it was still here. Milwaukee's Best Ice. While those are good.
I actually have a T-shirt of a guy pushing a lawnmower on my Miller Lite T-shirt. I've worn it a couple of times. That dark green one, and there's a guy pushing a lawnmower.
Right.
Somebody made a comment.
But without question, Ice House and Bud Ice have been the two successful ones, or commercially successful. When they made it, I remember all the commercials watching during sports events, and they had two guys in the Ice House warehouse, talking about this and how they're going to deliver the beer. Kind of quirky, funny commercials they did.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
clothes.
Right. And of course, it said Plank Road Brewing Company, all that nonsense.
Well, Miller Brewery, the Miller Brewery in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, is on Plank Road.
Right.
So, so it is
so as you can see,
the Plank Road Brewery.
Yeah, you can see the lacing in this. And pretty decent, not too bad. So let's have at it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. And actually, that road at one time was actually made of wooden planks back in the, carriage days before they had asphalt.
Right.
But of course, it's not plank today. It's just a blacktop.
There's a slight sweetness to this beer. Slight enjoyment. But overall, it is refreshing. I know people diss ice beers. Yes, it was At the time, both of these beers, all these ice beers, were viewed as premium beers at the time. But now, they've become, the last maybe 10 years or so, they've become very budget friendly to a lot of people. I'm sure whatever Dollar General you can go to. I know this Dollar General don't sell alcohol here in Georgia.
They do here.
But then Louisiana and Alabama, obviously. I mean, you can get a very good price for a 15-pack or, a 12-pack of this. Reasonable.
You know what's the big ice beer at my Dollar General?
Natty?
Milwaukee's Best Light. Milwaukee's Best Ice.
Okay.
That's all of our area too.
Yeah, that's yeah.
All right, now Jean, any off flavors or weirdness about it? Or
No,
it's just
no off at all. I don't know how y'all feel. I mean, y'all drink this from time to time. I just very little off flavors. Just a little sweetness to it. Of the two, I would lean more to Bud Ice than Ice House because of the process, how they put that one together. So
I say whatever's cheaper, just buy it because they both taste almost identical.
Yeah.
And John, do you agree?
I like the ABV. It's 5.5. The others, and the Genesee is 5.5 as well. But the rest of them are 5.9. So a little too heavy for me.
Do you agree that the decision to jump it up to 6.9 was a
the
real
dumbest
bad?
decision? Dumbest. And actually, if you look at my video, that's one of my most watched reviews when I did the 6.9% one.
Well, John, I have a question. Would you consider the 5.5% ice beer and the 5.9% ice beers sessions?
No. No.
You could session the old 6.9% Ice House, but you might wash and wax your truck. And
Here we go. But
remember,
they're just too heavy.
annual session.
They're just too heavy. 5.5 is easy for me. The 5.9, and even though I do enjoy Natty Ice from time to time and as Bush Ice, but they're a little too heavy at 5.9. So, something like that, Dave, is perfect. But this is enjoyable. Never had anything negative about it. But if I had the two, slightly lean Bud Ice over this, but this is still just as good too. So, any food pairings from fried fish, going to a fish fry, or I just said just living on some stuffed mushrooms, which I put on the air fryer.
Never eat anything fried. It's not good for you. Never. Nothing fried.
A good fish fry, or any good snack, But
you don't know what they're frying it in.
Yeah, canola oil, let's say. But it's a good,
oil.
refreshing lager.
It causes poisons in your system.
well, I eat a lot of fried food.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Sabrina and Davion, you're watching again. Love you both.
Don't eat fried foods, man.
All right, now we're gonna come back and do scores. Now look at this here. I poured the rest of it in the glass, and look how cloudy it got.
Contaminations.
You know what happened? The beer settled. So when I poured the beer from the top of the can, it was clear, and it's thick like a Tang.
Danger.
My Metamucil has been drunk. Well, it's pretty good. Nothing amazing. I think I'll give it a B plus, but it's nice, I guess. I wouldn't be running to buy it.
I worked at Coca-Cola for 4 years. I sold a lot of soft drinks to people, and people loved them. But the one package that would just wipe out in certain areas was that 6.5 ounce bottle. And I had a bunch of old people buy it. And I'd ask them, why are you buying this 6.5 ounce bottle for the same price that you can get a 16 ounce bottle?
Right.
Said, oh, it don't taste the same. I said, what you talking about? Because they kind of threw me for a loop. And so the company actually did a little research on that, and they took an effect. They said, okay, well, yeah, there could be a taste difference. So what they did is they actually took a 6.5 ounce bottle, and they took At the time, they had those. Remember the glass 10 ounces that had like that styrofoam wrap on them? You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
They call them NA throwaways. So they took that and they poured it in 2 different glasses. And guess what? There was a taste difference. And you know why? It's because of the way when you poured it, it was the introduction of oxygen into the product itself, and it did an extra mix inside of it and caused it to taste different. And so with that said, as y'all can see, I have changed vessels to the Heineken in the bottle, 16-ounce can. And I'm going to tell you right now, this tastes different.
And here's what you can see if you go to Wisconsin to Milwaukee.
Nice. So there is a Plank Road Brewery. It's right there. There's a picture of it. Don't tell me there's not a Plank Road Brewery.
Yeah, well, it's sort of like a.
It says right there on the side of the building.
Sort of like a recreation, but yeah, that's where it was.
Right.
Now I'm going to show you a couple of more things. Here's the Amstel website from the Netherlands, and you can see.
You want to pull up something really impressive? Pull up the best brewery from back in the day when they were best, and pull up that 4 corners they had, where they had 4 buildings on each side, and had a big old B in the middle of it. Man, that was an impressive brewery back then. I don't even know when it's from, what, like the 20s or something like that. That was just beautiful architecture in the inside of it. There's just big bees all over the place.
Oh yeah, Jacob's best. Now here is it says this is the Amstel that we do not get in the United States since 1870 with Vriendschapgebrouwen. I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna call BS on that. I'm pretty sure we did get Amstel beer.
Met the best ingredients. That means made with the best ingredients.
I'm pretty sure in the 80s, the late 80s, early 90s, Amstel beer was here. Now, we have Amstel Light now, but I'm pretty darn sure Amstel beer was in New Orleans at that time.
Really? The
Yep.
regular Amstel. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
There's Amstel Pilsner.
A friend of mine drank Amstel. Whether it was light or regular, I don't know, but that's looking really familiar to me.
And here's another one that Heineken makes called Brand Beer.
Oh, I bet that's a good one.
Brand. We don't get it here. It's they make Brand
Who makes that?
Pilsner. They make Up IPA 0%. Oh no, thank you. IPA. Wiesen wheat beer.
0%, man. There's a lot of folks out there that can't drink alcohol and love to taste some beer.
There's a Doppelbock, crafted blonde, a Winterbock, a Lent beer, Lentenbach, any IPA, a New England IPA, Old Brown. Man, why does Heineken not send these beers to us, man? I'm telling you, people would buy them.
I'm still
probably
upset.
go take a
Upset that
zero
Heineken
beer
Dark is not sold.
to Jay Terrio Sr. and have a beer with him.
Heineken Dark. They need to bring that back.
Right, that's true. Here's some more Heineken beers that we don't get. Texels.
Texas? Is that Texas beer?
No, it's a brewery. There's the Skum Kop. I think it is trying to. Okay, it's 6%.
Big English.
6%. There's the blonde. Oh, y'all got to get on the ball, man. We need to get this stuff. Let's see what this Bach is like. 7%. Texels, Jutter's Bach. Come on, man. I'm serious. I'm not really kidding right now. We need to get all the. Why you don't get? They make all these craft beers. Gaia, 7% IPA, 8% Spicy Tripel, 6% Saison.
Why don't you just send them an email and ask them to bring them, or send them to the Louisiana Beer Review so we can review them.
They'll probably say, nah, nobody wants this. All right.
If they're not here and they're not getting reviewed and we're not allowed to go on with this public service, then how is anyone going to know what these beers taste like? It's a travesty.
Yes, it's all about communism. Okay, now, how do you score the Heineken?
Heineken gets an A. Heineken's good beer. It's what a beer should be. Look at that. You can see through it. You can still see my face, my beard, my glasses. It's filtered. It tastes good. There's no junk in it. It's just delicious. It does have that European hop, so it's going to taste a little different. You can't go wrong with Heineken. Rocking in at 5.0, it battles right there with Budweiser. Yes, sir. It's a good beer. More flavor than Budweiser, too, by the way.
I'll agree with that.
Yep. Darn good beer. Like I said, you see the
5%.
red star, you see the green bottle, green can, you know what you get. You're going to get the same beer every time. There's no question. Oh, well, is this batch different? Oh, well, that's to be expected because, we're experimenting. Oh, yeah, it's $16.99 for that 4-pack. Yeah, it's $16.99. Yeah, you'll have to understand. Yeah, you'll have to pay $4.25 a beer. Yeah. Oh, wait, but then we got this other double dry hop thing. That would be $20.99 for 4.
Yeah, and it'd be different every time.
Every time, and oh boy, who loves garlic in a beer? Garlic and green onion,
Or kale.
yeah. Negative. Give
Like I
us
said,
beer.
and
Give us
look,
beer.
it's a good-
Oh, the elusive special dark, gone forever.
Yeah, it's a good time. Like I said, Jay, I know you made fun of when I showed you that outlaw, like Mile High light lagers, like these companies now doing these light lagers. Have busted out laughing when you said that.
Right, all the craft beer companies
Beer now because dude, you got to support local. You got to support local. If you don't support local, you're not going to have this. You're not going to have that. Yeah, you know what you're not going to have? Money in your wallet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, I support local, but like I said, it had to be reasonable. But
Yeah, but you do a fool.
I mean, some
You
of these
were born
craft beers,
yesterday.
some of these craft beer places I've gone to here in Georgia, here in my area, I've been to like 7 of them.
I think you're
And
cute.
just if I buy
Okay? I think it's
two
real
beers,
cute that you got a little
3
brewery,
beers,
that you
I'm
make
out
a
of
little
$30.
beer that everybody locally loves. That's fine. I like to go taste them too. But you know what? Push comes to shove, you got a little coin in your pocket. You get that 12-pack of Miller High Life.
Yep.
Or if you really hurt, you're gonna get that extra 3-can 15-pack
Of Keystone Light or Busch
Keystone Light or yeah.
Man,
Push
look at
comes to
this.
shove, it's a hot day. You want a light beer. You don't want something that's going to be taxing your liver or your kidneys trying to filter because it wasn't filtered or it's not correctly made or it's not made.
Look at this old bottle of Heineken Classic Dark. It had a cork cap, and that's an old bottle. That's an old bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is that the dark? I noticed it's brown. That's why I asked it. Yeah, special dark. Okay.
If
I'm
it was
trying to
still
figure out-
available, that'll
trying to
make you
figure
sick
out-
to your stomach.
Trying to figure out what size that is. It looks like it's probably a 20 ounce, 22
Probably
ounce.
a 25 ounce. It's probably 5th size. Probably a 750 milliliter
Yeah,
or a 25.2 ounce.
25.4. Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all need to bring it back, Heineken. Enough's enough.
Jay, write them. You're an influencer. Do it.
Yeah. All right. They'll probably tell me screw off. All right. Now,
All right. Ice House. Delicious Ice
I didn't give a
House.
number on it.
oh yeah, that's right. Wait. David's got to get the number.
97.
97. That's a little excessive, but anyway, we'll let
Yeah,
that
I know it's
slide.
a little low. I agree. It's a little low, but hey,
All right.
they always have room for improvement. So I'm going to give them a little room for improvement here.
I like Heineken, but okay, but I like it. I mean, I do like Heineken. All right, now,
I think a lot of
Jean-Pierre,
people agree with that grade.
Ice House. What
Joel.
score? What score do you give the House of Ice?
Sorry, just comments. Anyway, Ice House is enjoyable. I'm sure you guys would agree.
Yes.
And those out there who do have it, I think, like I said, I do like it, but Ice a little slightly better. I like the lower ABV on this one too, 5.5. Glad they learned their lesson from that disaster on 6.9%, which was, and I also did the 6.9. Yeah, and I also did the 6.9% review of Milwaukee's Best Ice when that came out. I bought a can in Memphis, and I said, all right, I'm going to review this. So I give this, I'll go 90. No, yeah, 90 out of 100. Seems fair.
90?
Yeah, 90 out of 100 for Ice House.
But you see, Jean, they're kind of dumb in a way because they could have kept it and just called it Ice House Extra.
Just like PBR Extra, remember?
I mean, you know, how hard is that? You got Ice House Extra, and Ice House Edge. You got 3 levels.
Yeah.
But they don't think.
PBR Extra, which was their reasoning, which I guess y'all still get PBR Extra down there, don't y'all, or no?
No.
Not really.
No, we got like 2 or 3 deliveries of it, and that was it. And that beer was so good. 6.5% alcohol, came in that black can. Oh, it was so good. It was real balanced. There was a balance between alcohol, flavor. It was great.
Agree. And some places I can see it around, but it's kind of dwindling a little bit. So I would question if you go to any service station, especially some of the service stations here. I'll see it. I'll be like, I'm going to pass on it. If they're not everywhere around, and they still having the same can, I would question the date of that can of that beer.
You better look at that date.
Exactly. So I would not. We get Bud Light Peach here easily here. That's become a bit popular, a little bit, the peach flavor. I will. Question at PBR Extra, but. Anyway, this is good. A 90 out of 100. If it was Bud Ice, I would give it maybe a 95 out of 100. So, but I chose Ice House because I bought something.
Now the promos. I love Ice House, honestly. I can still get 12-ounce bottles, 12 packs of bottles, but you got to watch the dates on that stuff. So as far as upcoming things, as far as show and tell, this is upcoming too because I've been doing. Turn off these lamps. I don't need the lamps on. Got to keep my leg. I'm keeping my leg elevated because David saw the wound.
Shocked.
He could see how bad it was. All right.
Yeah, it ain't pretty. Like somebody chopped a chunk of meat out of your leg.
Was that Jay? Distills.
This is Odd and Stills Irish whiskey. I bought this at Total Wine and More. They had it for $17.99, but now it's going up to $19.99. It's made for Total Wine and More, so it's their own brand.
Caving.
I've been doing taste challenges with it, and I've been having a hard time. I got it right once, and I got it wrong 4 times, so I'm confusing it with everybody else's stuff. I don't know who makes it, but it looks exactly like the other Irish whiskeys I got from Kilbeggan Distillery, so that's kind of a good indication. But it's pretty good.
That's a store brand too.
Huh?
That's a store brand too.
Not Kilbeggan, that's a distillery. What are you talking about? All right. You're thinking of Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
I've got a taste challenge. I've got a mix-up coming up. I'm doing some vodka, John's favorite liquor. I'm doing vodka with this stuff called Sprecher cream soda, fire brewed cream soda. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Sprecher. They make beer and root beer and soda pop, and they make hard soda pop. But I bought this at $1.25 Tree, and that's coming up in a little while. And then I've got Hurricane High Gravity. I was not able to find the black label. I'm sorry to say. I was in Alabama. I went to Walmart in Tuscaloosa, and the only hurricane they had was the high gravity. Luckily, they had it for $4.73 for a 4-pack of pints, so I bought it.
What? Jay, hold on. Are they doing 4-packs now in Louisiana? I thought they were doing 6-packs of.
Now we get 4-packs.
Okay.
Of Hurricane, we get 4-packs.
But the other beers like Bush or whatever.
Old 45, Bush, Old English 800 is 6-packs. But for whatever reason, Hurricane is in 4-packs. And I bought this in Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, at Walmart.
Okay, never mind. It's Alabama. So yeah, forgot.
But it's the same in Louisiana for this one. And I was at the Beautiful Days Inn on.
Oh, you didn't say at your daughter's?
No, because I wanted to be close. I wanted to be closer to home when I woke up, so I wouldn't have as far to drive.
Oh.
And I was going to drive. I wanted to drive on the old Highway 11 part of the way because I wanted to retrace the old United States Highway 11, which I did. It's very slow, though. It's very slow. So, all right. So that's it. And next Friday is Fandango Friday Liquor or Liqueurs. Y'all can't join that, or Stout Sunday.
On assignment. I will be on assignment.
Well, we could delay Stout Sunday a week if you want us to. And then next
Stout Sunday should. Oh yeah. That's right. I'll be out of town for
You just let us know.
Next July. That'll be July 4th weekend.
Next Wednesday night is Hurricane or Hurricane High Gravity.
This coming Wednesday.
This is a beer for people that have guts, that can grit their teeth and drink it and go, it's not so bad. I can hack it. Okay, that's all I got to say.
That's it? Are you sure?
Oh, wait, I forgot. All right.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Of course.
All right, Dave, what you got?
I picked up Amstel Light.
Yeah.
Figured I'd try it. This is rocking at 3.5% alcohol. This is probably an ultralight. I liked it. It's got a real good beer flavor, but it's got a water wash with it. So
I think this one, that one, and what's the other one at 3.8 or whatever? Milwaukee Light. Milwaukee Light. It's also a lighter beer.
Yeah, but this has got darn good flavor.
Yeah.
I got Dab. At least it's coming from that area. Let me see, where is this from? Oh, it's brewed in Germany.
Dortmund.
Dortmunder export, it says. And this is the 500. So this is the 16.9. So this is the European pint. Not to be confused with a 16-ounce can. In my area, you can get this for $7.99 a 4-pack. This is also a 5% alcohol, much like our beloved Heineken.
That's an awesome beer.
It says it's brewed with water, barley malt, hops, hop extract, and that's it. Every time I see this and I need a beer, I'll pick it up. I got this at our local Rouse's. And it says all natural, draft quality. So this is a canned draft beer, and it's really good. If you see this, pick it up, pony up and get the 4-pack. You won't be disappointed because this is a darn good beer.
Hey, we ought to do a duo review on that beer.
I can't find that. Good luck. I can't find it.
And then the old Amstel Light. If you want an ultralight with a pack and punch of European German flavor, or Holland or Belgian or whatever those old German countries are, they're called now, go ahead and pick you up one of these. At 3.5% alcohol, this is a really good lawnmower beer. I would highly recommend this.
All right.
Not cheap.
No.
You pay for what you get. And that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Take your time.
Hold on, I got to write something down. 180.
You can't switch over to John while you do this? You gotta rip the whole show.
Solar panel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
So,
All right.
John.
There you go.
Hi, everybody. Okay. Anyway, hi. What I have coming up? Hopefully, y'all enjoy the review of the what I did. I did the Bacalar Premium Lager. Yeah. That's up right now on the channel, as well as the Outlaw Mile High Light Beer, Winemaker Selection Red Blend, and the Yazoo Low Calorie Ale. So those are the latest 4 videos on my channel. You check it out. I already sent the link down there. Y'all can see. So I got to do the Weihenstephaner.
Weihenstephaner.
Weihenstephaner. There it is.
Yeah,
Weihenstephaner. Weihenstephaner. Their premium lager. Still have that to review coming up. From Dolhegny. This is the 1833. Another light lager, Jay. Another craft beer.
Oh, yay!
Yeah. So this is based. The brewery's right here in Georgia. I'm guessing up. I'm headed towards Mobile, heading towards like near LaGrange, Georgia, past Warm Springs. That's where the brewery is located. So Dolhegny Brewery. So 1833 light lager, and I picked this up. Yes, I still got the from Three Taverns Brewery, the Hazy IPA.
Good.
Another one. Hey, another New England style hazy on Ponce IPA.
I wonder if it contains.
I want that style to be worn out. Just about the same old.
I wonder if it contains oat and wheats.
I wonder if it contains maltose. I wonder if it contains maltodextrin. I wonder if it contains, all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's so healthy for you.
All that stuff is good for you. Okay.
Yeah,
and
muscle bellies right here under your rib cage. The muscle bellies.
One more. Montauk Wave Chaser IPA. Craft IPA. Craft beer. This one's at let's see, it was at 6 per. Yeah, right. I'll show the 6.4%. So it's interesting. It says it right. It says the ABV here, and then if I turn it around, and it says craft beer 12 ounce, and then the ABV on the other side.
Nice. And
Montauk, that's in Long Island. And, And of course, I have Hurricane.
I've been to Long Island. Okay, Hurricane, high gravity.
Wednesday.
Ooh, you got the 25-ounce can?
Yes. Wednesday. They did have the 6%, but for another, again, just like Jay, you guys not here, disappeared, gone, poof, nowhere to be found. And I had to. Hurricane is nowhere to be found where I live at, so I had to go. After I left I went swimming yesterday, and I left, and I said, all right, let me get the Hurricane. I had to stop at a service station near downtown Atlanta, near Piedmont Park, and I found it at a service station, which is not far where the Sweetwater Brewery is at. Yes, I had that. That was really good stuff, 6%.
Where did you find the Hurricane high gravity? Not where. You just told us where. How much was it?
It was about $2.
Yeah, Walmart's got it right now for $1.98.
Now, if I was back home in Alabama, I'm gonna say back home Alabama, but if I was back home when I lived in Mobile, I was able to find it for that same price. So,
do you remember this?
I paid $2. I paid $2.25 and change for this. That's a little high for a high gravity beer, but whatever.
Yeah. Do you remember this can from 1996?
No.
And I remember I reviewed it, and this was right during the pandemic. Actually, I picked up a case of it and I brought it back to either 2021, I think it was. I went to my uncle's funeral and coming back from Georgia with my brother, and we stopped, and I was on my way back to Mobile on the Greyhound. I said, let me stop and pick up
John, I don't believe you have a brother.
I do.
This is what Hurricane looked like when it first came out.
I think you need to bring him on the show. Prove to everyone.
Well, I'll let you know because a little situation going on.
Uh-oh.
No. I'll talk about it off camera.
You drank all your scotch.
I'll talk about it off camera.
All right.
Oh, by the way, Jay, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting a little tangent. By the way, College World Series, yeah, great idea to start the game 2 of the World Series at 2:00 Eastern, 1 Central, 11 a.m. Pacific. You could have pushed that game to prime time, either start at 4:00 Eastern, 1 Pacific, or whatever. And of course, the game 2 will be on ABC today. And I think you're doing a huge disservice.
Well, because no.
You could put this game in prime time. ABC has nothing on in prime time. They got the ridiculous show, America's Funniest Videos, which nobody watches at 7 o'clock.
Why are you hating on America's Funniest Video?
Because they could put that game and help, to increase the eyeballs of college baseball, men's college baseball.
I think you should go to work for them and tell them what they're doing is
put the game on in prime time. They have nothing on. Why start it at 2:00 Eastern, 1 Central, or you could push it back to 4:00 Eastern.
Because they want to keep everyone
in
the heat, though.
That's my gripe right there. So
they don't want to compete against the big game tonight at 6 o'clock.
What big game? There's no hockey. There's no NBA.
The Major League Baseball game tonight at 6 o'clock.
Oh, come on. This bunch of garbage.
The New York Mets, your team, the New York Mets at the Cubs.
That's on ESPN. That game is on ABC. Push it to prime time.
Nah, they're not going to compete against.
Or at least push it back to at least 4
We're not talking about beer anymore.
All right. Well, folks, thanks for watching.
It's just a huge disservice.
Let's hope that either Texas A&M or Tennessee wins today, which is obviously going to happen. And
Yay, SEC. Yay, SEC. Y'all put 2 teams in. Awesome.
I'd like to see it go to the 3rd game, though. So I'm going to pull
Monday night.
Yeah, I'll be pulling. I'll be pulling.
Yeah, which will go against the Game 7 of the hockey, Florida and Edmonton, which they probably, whatever.
Some people don't like to watch hockey, so they rather watch baseball. But
it's a Game 7, and then you also got a Game 3. So yeah, that's true.
Y'all finished talking about sports?
Yes.
Okay.
No, we're not.
Did y'all play sports when y'all were little?
Yes.
I played Pee Wee football.
Did you play high school ball?
No, I did not play high school. No.
Maybe you should have played and got it out of your system.
I was a equipment manager for football and basketball.
I played high school ball.
Okay.
At a certain point, it just kind of goes out of your
service to the network. You should put that baseball game in prime time, ABC.
Children's games.
And don't forget the great debate Thursday.
What debate?
The old people's debate.
Oh.
Yeah. Taking Geritol, right? Both of them.